The removal of the Chickasaw and Choctaw Nations to what was the Indian Territory west of the Mississippi is a pretty fascinating period in federal Indian affairs for the United States. Following the War of 1812, the United States had concluded that efforts to work with the nations within that region, while those relations were very positive and very successful, the federal government was not comfortable with not having complete control over the area because of the national security interests associated with the Gulf Coast. That provided further impetus for what was already growing settlement pressure on the area, where folks from the coast, American settlers on the coast, were pushing further and further inland for those rich bottomlands that the Chickasaw and Choctaw Nation possessed. So the pressure increased from the federal government to force the tribes to relocate west of the Mississippi. This is a pretty early period in the United States. Federal Indian policy at this time was essentially to deal with these tribes wholly as separate foreign nations. There was a high level of interplay between the federal and tribal governments, but there was virtually none between the tribal and state governments.